Hi, I'm Holly Pavlica. I created Momentum. I meet a lot of interesting people in the course of writing this blog. I'd like to introduce you to some of the friends I've met along the way.
This was all started out as a hobby, and it was kind of one of those things that had just started rolling. And what's been happening is now suddenly people are starting to read my blog, and I'm starting to get these weird emails from people like, well, have you ever thought about having Swiffer on your website or whatever? And because of what I do for a living, I'm an entertainment marketing guy. Naturally, film properties would be great, I believe, and I can approach my studio clients. But I do believe that now suddenly, because of the following that it's getting, that I'm starting to get people to look at it to represent with certain brands. Because it's a very non-traditional take on parenting, I don't know that it's the best site for, I don't know, Gerber Foods per se, because it's a very snarky look at parenting. But I do think that now it's suddenly I'm getting these sort of interesting emails from brands that I never thought in a million years would be interested. A lot of Red Bull. Getting a lot of Red Bull stuff. I have not actively cultivated that because I think what I do for a living, I do marketing all day long. So I haven't gone out and said, oh, hi, Mr. Colgate, or Mr. Johnson & Johnson, I'd like you to advertise on my blog. I think that is a natural consequence of it. And I think that that's something that we'll pursue. But we've been developing the TV property, so most of our efforts in that regard have been about developing the TV show. And I think that it's a fine line, because are these mommies really journalists? If you're a journalist, then you really shouldn't be taking product or taking money to endorse a product. I think that's more of an endorsement. I'm not casting aspersions or casting judgment. I'm just not paid. If someone were to come to me and say, I want to advertise on your site, that's one thing. But I have a little bit of an issue with and I probably shouldn't say this, I have a little bit of an issue for tweeting for a brand, unless you are specific and tell people, I'm tweeting for this particular brand. I'm all for free enterprise, absolutely. These moms, if they can get out there and they can make money, that's fantastic. But I think it's a little misleading if you're saying, I absolutely love X product, and you're being paid, and you're not disclosing that you're being paid by that brand. I think it's your obligation to tell people that. But I don't get paid. I'm been smart enough to ask people to pay me to do all that stuff. But if I do and it goes on my site, I will say, God, yes, Red Bull's paying me or whatever. Please, Red Bull, pay me. I will take your money, yes.